Well, Mary, welcome back. It's Happily Placed. It's been a while. Yeah, I mean,
forever.
We've last time I think we made a recording was probably just about maybe a year ago, right? Right in the beginning of the pandemic.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, everybody, Mary's here. I'm here. We're still kicking. I got the J&J shot. I feel great. I'm so far so good.
One down, another to go, end of the month, and I'll be set too.
Yeah. So here at Emerald Staffing, I think we can safely say we're vaccinated.
Almost 80% effective. My first shot.
Well, here's a news story from the street. So I have a friend. We'll just call him Bob because I don't want to give out his name. But Bob's a dear friend, and he has a friend we're going to call Jim. Actually, I don't know Bob's friend's name, so it could be Jim for all I know. Jim owns a restaurant, and Jim was having, he's like, man, I've had what a rough year with COVID, and he goes, I've just got my vaccination, so I'm going to go fishing with my buddies. This just happened like a week ago. And so they went fishing. They're out on a boat for a couple of days. And Jim tells Bob that they all got back from fishing. Everybody on the boat caught COVID except for Jim, who had the vaccination. And he had the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. And for people that think that maybe it doesn't work, this is our PSA.
Yeah.
It works. I mean, this news story did not come from, one of the named networks, right. CNN, MSNBC, Fox. It came from the street.
Yeah.
And there you go.
The boat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go fishing, moral of the story, for 3 days, make sure you're vaccinated.
That's right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah. So Mary and I were talking. First of all, Mary, congratulations on your new bundle of joy.
Thank you.
I mean, this is incredible. This is man, our Emerald family is growing.
That's right.
Really what this is Mary's creating a farm team for future recruiters at Emerald Staffing.
They're going to be really good at interviewing.
They're going to be really, really, really good. So it's great. So before I don't want to get too far into Happily Placed without, mentioning that lovely, lovely deal. So congratulations to you and Dave. So that's great.
Thank you.
So we were talking though, before we started Happily Placed, and normally we talk about resumes and interview tips, and we will certainly get back into that to refresh everybody's memory in kind of future episodes. And remember, you can also send your questions to. Do you have a bird?
I was asked that in an interview yesterday if I had a bird. You just got to roll with it,
You got to roll with it.
Living that remote life.
I like it. I like it. So, okay. So yeah, birds are cool. So, anyway, so we will get, you can send your questions to happilyplaced@emeraldstaffing.com. And we're happy to address those. We have a few left over from a while ago. We'll get to that in future episodes as well. But we were chatting, and there's a lot of work from home, remote, situations now. Mary and I have worked together for forever, and she works remote, with us, and we have a lot of clients that also offer a same, kind of a same, scenario. And one of the things that happens sometimes in a remote environment is, I don't know, Mary, do you feel like sometimes, Mary and I try to make sure this doesn't happen as much as we can with the way the day unfolds, but do you sometimes feel like you miss some of maybe the in-office collaboration, or, how do you feel about all that? Where's your take on it?
Yeah. So, I've been working remote for a while now, and I think it's definitely difficult on some levels because we're a close-knit team, and a lot of companies are.
Right.
But I think, it's been helpful to consistently communicate with all of you. You're a phone call away, which I find helpful, and even if I just need a quick question, communicating via email, via phone, via Teams,
Sure.
any way to kind of feel
Part of it.
for the team still. Right.
Well, Mary and I have this habit of just kind of speaker phoning it for several minutes. And, sometimes all you hear is the click of a computer, but we're connected. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's really important to, if you are if you're in the office, you have to make sure for all of you, folks that are in office that are watching this too, make sure you reach out to your folks that are working remote for you, and with you. And then for those of you that are remote, make sure that you call in. Like in our organization, we have a meeting every day at 8 a.m. And of course, and Mary joins us via satellite link from the Bahamas. Excuse me.
I wish.
And okay, not the Bahamas, but Portland.
It's sunny where I am today, at least.
It's sunny where I am as well.
Yeah,
I know.
Fantastic.
It's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be 80 tomorrow. Can you believe it?
Weekend tomorrow. See, this is what happens when you're working remote. Forget what day it is sometimes.
This is why I am a huge proponent of a 7-day work week. That is true. So anyway, we no, but it's important to start your day consistently, be involved. So we have a Mary joins us through video every day, and then how many times do you think you're on the phone with internal staff a day?
100.
At least, right? A lot.
At least. Yeah.
So the trick to that, I think, is it's really easy, I think, as a remote worker to feel lonely and isolated.
Yeah.
And so, I would urge everybody that's watching this in that scenario to continually reach out to your colleagues. I think it does two things. The people that are in the office that are stuck in the mothership, they're happy to hear from somebody on the outside.
Right.
From somebody on the outside, you're all happy to hear about what's going on, at home base. So that's just it. That's a constant communication.
Yep. And I think too, especially, working in a remote space when you're not used to it, like hyper focus, because you are at home, there are external factors, but just knowing that you're on the clock, you have a list, you're doing the same thing you would be doing in an office. It's just so important. I have notes upon notes upon notes on things that I need to make sure that I, number one, follow up with clients, candidates, but also with my staff. I want to make sure that, I'm on the same page with everybody on a daily basis.
Exactly. That's a great point. There's just there are a lot of just moving parts, and I would probably I think you can make the case that you probably, as somebody remote right now, you're probably even more hyper focused on those aspects than even all of us in the office. Right. Because for us, we can just walk by a desk and throw out an idea or a comment,
right?
Or the and where Mary has to really kind of okay, be purposeful and deliberate and her communication. So. Right. So that's great. What else you got, Mary? I mean, I think this is kind of a good segue back in. I mean, we're still funny.
We try.
Try.
I will tell you, I'm losing my social skills slowly but surely. Luckily, I get the chance to talk to some amazing candidates every day where
nice.
I chat, and I'm chatting with my team. But not being in part of the outside world can be a little challenging.
So hold on for a second.
Like when I go to the grocery store and I say, hello, how are you? Very awkwardly at the cashier, that kind of thing.
It's funny. I had a delivery and a setup. I bought a new washer and dryer. The washer and dryer that had made it through the teenage years has been donated. There's just not enough bleach in the world that can make that normal again. So we have a new washer and dryer at the Burton House. Mm-hmm. And the folks from East Bank Appliance, thank you, East Bank, yes. Delivered it and helped coordinate the setup and all that. So we get it all done, and I'm paying the crew that set up the washer and dryer. And we shook hands. Like
Went for it.
we went for it. You would have thought that we had front row tickets to a Ted Nugent concert. I mean, it was like a moment. We had this moment of like, oh man, it's normal. Like, this is great. We shook hands.
That's great.
It was incredible. So
what a year. What a year and 7 months it's been. Whatever.
I know.
Year and a month.
Think about it. There will be people that have maybe purchased a new car that it will have been paid off by the time
They can use it.
they can use it. So we're anyway. Yeah, no, it's we're happy to be back. As far as just kind of what's happening on the employment scene, Emerald Staffing still has an amazing amount of opportunity. So if you're looking for a position, or you know somebody's looking for a position, we're on average, we're rotating through about 80 full-time openings a day.
Right.
They're all contract to hire or direct hire. They range in skills from entry level. I need to learn how to work in an office or a medical facility to high level sales, management executives, controllers, staff accounting, compliance officers. So it's it's a pretty big range. I mean, from entry level $30,000 a year all the way up to 180. So it just if you know somebody out there that's looking for a change or to leverage their experience into something else, we'd certainly love to hear from you.
Absolutely.
In fact, this is where we'll have our technical person flash our phone number. It's 503-212-0000. And again, happily placed at emeraldstaffing.com. Or you can email Mary directly at mary@emeraldstaffing.com. And email Mary because she'll hear back from her faster than you will me.
That's right.
And that's what I got.
Yeah.
So, Mary, great to see
that was just my son giving out my number too. He wants to make sure everyone knows to call me if they're looking for work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A little man with a big number.
That's right.
So, all right. Well, thank you, everybody. And we'll see you next week. We're going to get back into our regular scheduled programming. Still looking for sponsors.
Monk fruit.
Monk fruit. And I'm now a Hydro Flask person.
Very nice.
I'm saving the planet. No more plastic bottles. Hydro Flask is not a sponsor yet, but we sure hope they would be because I think they have a very cute logo. And why wouldn't we want them to be a sponsor?
That's right.
Currently in my Hydro Flask, I have water. I'm out of monk fruit. Normally I sweeten with a little monk fruit, which is odd and strange, but that's just me.
But an amazing alternative to sugar.
It is. Less inflammatory. I mean, there's all sorts of like really great things about it. Mary and I are on a health kick, if you can't tell. Yeah. That's what we do.
Yep.
Oh, man. All right.
Summer's coming.
Summer's coming. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get out on my mower and do some mowing. That's what I'm going to do. All right. Well, everybody, thank you. And Mary, thank you. And welcome back us.
Yes, absolutely. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you. Bye.